Hi there, my name is Steven. I'm one of the boots at Wheaton Labs, and I wanted to give a quick tour of some of our hugel beds and what's growing this year. So one of the things that Paul had asked for was, hey, let's make a whole bunch of calories. The past couple years have been spent on building the soil, so nowadays we can focus on actually growing vegetables. So he suggested three sisters, which is corn, beans, and some kind of gourd like a squash or something like that. So we had opted to go for, of course, corn, a normal, like a traditional organic variety, and you can see that there's quite a bit of it growing here on the upper half of the hugels. We have traditional pole beans, and then we have pumpkins. That's the gourd that we chose. So earlier this year I'd been practicing with a lot of recipes that use pumpkin, but instead of using pumpkin from a can, we'll actually be using pumpkin from the gourd itself. Really excited about what's going to be coming out of the garden during harvest time, and like I said, you're seeing a little bit of it right here. And again, the top half of the hugels is mostly the Three Sisters variety that we have going on. And the bottom half is a lot of potatoes. You can see here's a potato plant right here. We have potatoes pretty much all over the place. Here's a little bit of yarrow mixed in there, right around this corner. One thing I did want to show you is our red currant bush, which is totally in bloom right now. I mean, you can see all those beautiful red currants in there. They're good for a little handful at a time. Some people say they're a bit too tart, but I'm definitely into them. We've got, let's see, here's all right, I'm pretty pleased with this particular hugel until we had a little bit of a landslide. This hugel in particular is just about 10 feet tall, and it was watered a bit too long with a sprinkler, and caused a little bit of a landslide. But as you can see, the corn's still pretty healthy down here, and we're hoping that it still produces for us. But things are going pretty healthy around here. Let's see, we've got, if you've never seen what a pear looks like while it is growing, here's an example of one right here. And then the last thing I want to stop with to wrap this video up, we have, let's see, Paul was just telling me about this apple tree today. This is a variety called Yellow Transparent, and it is really rocking out this year. We've got, there was a nice picture I took the other day of this section right here. So these are still very young, but they're some of the first apples to bloom and fruit in the year, ready for picking. Look at that big bunch of them right up there. I'm curious to see how these go this year and what they taste like. It'll be my first time having a go at them. But anyhow, that's what we've been growing this year so far at Wheaton Labs. We're coming up on harvest time fairly soon. It's about the middle of July, and we have a little bit more time to go before we can start harvesting our Three Sisters. If you like this sort of thing, then come on out to the forums at permies.com, where we talk about gardening on hugel beds, homesteading, and permaculture all the time.